And the issue that comes up with character, or why we see character fail, is because organizations typically reward and incentivize the wrong things. Organizations, companies, schools, school districts incentivize the wrong things. And so I have my answer in my head, but if you think there's anything in the education system that is incentivizing the wrong behavior or the wrong outcomes, is there anything that you can think of that we kind of need to switch?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to go first, or you guys can go first?
What would you prefer? This is your podcast.
Okay, I know. It was just heavy on my mind, so I was like, let me share and then let me get your input.
Yeah.
I feel very strongly about testing and scores being tied to funding. And then people get mad when teachers cheat. What did you think would happen? My high school is actually closed. I have no alma mater to go to. They closed it down because we had under enrollment. I was at a failing high school. We had under enrollment, and the supervisor who was there, who we all love and adore, he lied about scores. He lied about enrollment. But I get it. He's like, if you close the doors, you close the doors on the 900 kids that are left. And so I get it. And I just feel like I don't know what the solution is, but I do think we are incentivizing the wrong thing when it comes to keeping school doors open.
Yeah.
And or paying teachers. I think teachers' pay may be tied to test scores. I don't know. I don't know how to solve it. I just don't like it.
Yeah. I think you bring up a really good point, which is, too, in this society, we have this perverse funding mechanism where schools in wealthier districts get more funding because it's local property taxes, right? And local taxes and local tax revenue. Whereas it should actually be poorer schools should get more funding for all of the reasons we've talked about over the course of this conversation. But I think you're right. I think test prep also, especially in math, can sort of promote like rote memorization over like procedure. And so I think that can be sometimes pretty frustrating, that like a kid could memorize a times table, but they get penalized if they like try and use nonlinear thinking or things like that. But yeah, I would say funding is definitely the most effed up thing, but that we measure and dole out for, and test scores, to your point, like, are horrible. The fact that like, yeah, of course schools that have lower enrollment get worse funding. Some like perform worse, and then we give them less funding because of that, and then it's this cycle.
Yeah, and then they eventually close, and then you're like, oh, the schools are overcrowded.
And then people say, oh, that's why public schools don't work. Guess we have to start a micro school.
Oh, we back on the micro school. Yeah,
in Zuckerberg's backyard.
Micro schools got an X on their back today. They caught a stray, the second stray.
They did. I love when things catch strays.
Michael, what you think?
Yeah. One thing that I think should be incentivized is just work-based learning. And so I've worked with a few schools and, that have internship programs, right? And so at least, one day a week or twice a week when you're a junior or senior, or, sometimes it's throughout the whole entire high school experience, students have an opportunity to go work at a company.
Nice.
Right? Or an organization and do an internship or do an apprenticeship at a company or organization. And they get to build skills that are, we try to build in the classroom, but it's nothing like the real world
Gotta go do it.
experience, right? And so having that experience, I think, just puts these people in such a stronger position to succeed in the workplace. And I really love that model.
Very cool. Okay.